So today I was talking to one of my clients, and she was so frustrated with her life right now. She's really frustrated with what's going on in her life. And she hates her job, and she's kind of like at her wit's end. She's so ready for a change. And I asked her, what did she want? What did she want for her life? Like, how did she envision her future life to go? What did it look like? And what was she thinking? Like, what did she have in mind? And she goes, I don't know, just not this. And here's the thing. The multiverse, God, our Heavenly Father, the universe, gives us free will and completely gives us freedom to choose the life that we would like to live. And whatever you send out into the world, whatever you send out into the universe, whatever you speak out into existence, whatever you manifest through your thoughts, your words, your action, whatever you declare out into a physical form is what you get back. And something that you continually focus on over and over and over and over, it will keep persisting and persisting and persisting, because that is the very thing you're focusing on. And so what happens is you keep getting more and more and more and more of it. Whatever you focus on is what you will get more and more and more of. It's probably like the law of attraction or something. And so I was talking to her, and she said that she doesn't know what she wants. She just knows that it's definitely not this. She does not want this. This is not the life that she wants to live right now, as far as her work is going, her job is going. Like, she was just really frustrated with her job, and she just really had enough. So I asked her what she wanted, and she said, I don't know, but not this. So what's not this? Not this can be living under a bridge. It could be a worse job that pays less, or has less benefits, or has worse management, or less flexible hours. It could be living in a homeless shelter. It could be living in a smaller place. It could be anything that is not this. It could be worse than what it is right now, right? And so when you say, not this, this is definitely what I don't want, it's the thing that you have. It's because it's the thing that you're focusing on. It's the vibe that you're sending out into the multiverse. It is what you know right now. And so you're like, okay, Twan, that's great. Okay, so that's definitely something she doesn't want. What should she do? Right? And here, you ready for a powerful, powerful secret? People pay for this information that I'm sharing with you for free. So the secret is, you need to figure out what it is that you do want. It seems so straightforward and so simple, right? Because if whatever you focus on persists, and whatever you focus on keeps multiplying over and over and over, it's like exponential, right? So if you don't know what it is that you want out of your life, you don't know your purpose, you don't know how you would like it to go, you don't know this destination that you're looking for, then you need to make it up. You need to envision it. You need to imagine it. You need to feel it with your body, your mind, your spirit, your soul, to the depths of your soul. This vision of yours of how you like to live needs to be so viscerally graphic that when you describe it to me, I can feel and be in that space, and it gives me the shivers and the goosebumps and the chills, because of how clear your vision is. It's like if you play a page in that future for me, and if you describe in extreme graphic detail from the moment you wake up to the minute to the second that your head hits the pillow and you fall asleep. What does that perfect day in your life in the future look like? So imagine your life 5 to 10 years out, because for a lot of people that's thinking pretty far out, right? Like, I don't even know what tomorrow's going to be like. How the heck are you expecting me to think out that far in advance, all the way to 5 to 10 years out? Okay? So imagine that it's 5 to 10 years out and you have the perfect day in your life. And if you were to describe to me the perfect day in your life, no, it would not be you sitting on the couch doing a marathon of Netflix. That's merely an escape. That is you like so tired and exhausted right now in your life that you just want a break. And that's fine. You can visually imagine that in your brain, that you have your break. You have this mini vacation where you just do absolutely nothing but lay on the couch and watch Netflix because you just want to check out for a day, which is fine. That's totally acceptable. Okay, so fast forward after the day of recovery on the couch with Netflix. If you were to imagine your perfect day, how it would go from the minute you wake up, I want you to describe to me in explicit detail what happens. Like, what toothbrush are you using? Is it like the latest electronic toothbrush that is chrome plated and it's like in your favorite color, and the bristles also have a flossing action to it? And what is your toilet like? Like, what is the detail of the toilet flusher? What is the detail of the tile on the bathroom floor and on the ground? What is the detail of the handles of the faucet? What is the detail of your countertop? What are the details of your fingernails and your toes? Is it like a cheaper manicure that you did yourself? Is it Lee's press-on nails, or is it like a gel type manicure that doesn't come off for 14 days or something? Like, every explicit detail. How is your hair? Like, how often do you change it? What does it look like? What clothes are you wearing? What clothes are you wearing that day? What does your closet look like? What kind of shoes do you have? How do you feel? Like, how's your mental state? Is there this peace, this Zen-like state, this love, this acceptance, this compassion, this serenity and security you feel in your heart? What is your conversation with your loved ones like? Your kids, your spouse, your significant other, your sister, whoever is important to you, your friends, your parents. How are you speaking to them? What are you guys talking about? How do you feel when you're speaking to them? What kind of energy are they sending you? Is it a place of love and acceptance and compassion and kindness? And how does your soul feel? Like, is it singing? Is it so grateful? Is it glad? Do you feel like a badass? Do you feel like a powerhouse? As the day proceeds, like, what do you do? If you were to do something for a living, because everyone needs a purpose. Everyone wants to do something that gives them fulfillment. What is it that you're doing? Like, are you traveling the world and teaching your kids about stuff? Are you teaching yourself about the world? Are you writing? Are you sitting at your desk? Are you sitting on the patio? Are you sitting on the balcony? Are you sitting on the beach? Are you writing that next New York Times bestseller book? Are you sitting in a coffee shop writing? Are you sitting in an expensive neighborhood writing? Are you having a call with your coach that you have massive amounts of money to pay and to hire? What are you eating? What are you putting in your body? What are you feeding your body? Is it like organic, farm to table, incredibly fresh, vibrant, delicious food with this incredible dressing that is out of this world, that tastes like it came out of like a 20-star restaurant? What are you drinking? Is it the purest water you can find on the planet, of the quality of like water dripping off of like the French Alps or something? What do you do for fun? Like, what do you like? Do you go out bike riding with your kid? Do you go do some yoga on the beach? Do you, when you're outside near the beach, do you feel the ocean air on your face? Do you hear the ocean crashing? Do you hear the waves? Do you feel and smell the salty seaweed air? Do you hear the calls of the seagulls? Like, everything. Describe that life that you imagine in the future. Is it a house on the beach? Is it a house on the mountains? Is it a house like on the French Alps? Is it in Switzerland? What kind of vehicle are you driving? Is it like this latest, I don't know, the 50th version of the next Tesla that is like self-driving and electronic and beautifully state-of-the-art crafted looking machinery? Everything, every single visceral detail. Imagine it so you can see yourself living it, being in it, feeling it. What happens when you go out and go to your mailbox? Or do you have hired help? Do you have the butler or the maid or your hired staff go get it for you? Do you have all these resources? Did you write a blog and you put it on your website, and the blog, how many views does this blog get? Did you upload a video on YouTube? Did you do a video blog and you have crazy viewer interactions and people are saying wonderful stuff? And you also have some haters, because when you're truly successful, you have haters. You have people that protest because they're encountering some resistance when you give something so powerful. Imagine every single second of it, and all the way until the day ends and you fall asleep and you're like, yes, I lived. I truly, truly lived. Today was an epic day, and it was so wonderful. And I look forward to all the days that are going to be just as amazing and just as epic and just as magnificent. So imagine, think of those days. Think of what that day looks like. That's step one. So my client promised me that she would do the activity and she would tell me all about her perfect day and how it goes. So that's my challenge to you. I'll breadcrumb it out. I won't give you too much at once so you're not overwhelmed. But if you're up for it, go ahead, write out that perfect day. And you don't have to share it with me if you don't want to, but tomorrow we'll go over what you should do with that perfect day and how it can truly empower you to know the life that you like to live, down to the very actions you would take today and the next 7 days, so that you manifest that life that you would love to live, so you're closer and closer and closer to being the person and the dream that you manifested. You're being and living and doing those very actions that a person would when they are going to live that dream 5 to 10 years out. Pretty epic, pretty amazing, right? Can you imagine going into that kind of detail? It'll take some time. It's really worth it, because when you can really, really see yourself doing that stuff, doing the meaningful stuff, really loving your life and really embracing it, then you truly are creating and manifesting the kind of life you like to live, instead of resisting the life you have right now and saying, I don't know what kind of life I want to live, but I definitely know it's not it. This is not it. Right? That's not coming from a place of empowerment. Here's you living a soul elevated life. If you love my content and if you love seeing me every day because you love seeing my beautiful face, my beautiful smile, because I'm pouring all this love into you through this camera, then follow me. Follow me on my page at Soul Elevated Life, and also set me to see first. So that way, whenever I go live, you'll get a little blurb or a notification or something. Say, oh, Tuan's life. I definitely want to feed my soul today. I definitely want to see what she's got, because she always says stuff that empowers me and inspires me, and she never wastes my time, and she doesn't give me any crap that doesn't serve me. And also, if you'd like to work with me on a one-on-one capacity, you'd like to hire me to be your coach, to have some serious transformation in your life, visit my website at soulelevatedlife.com, and you can see how you can sign up to work with me as a coach, and you can see my rates. And pretty soon I have some course offerings up for you to do, like a mini course on how to live a soul elevated life if you're not quite in that stage of your life where you're ready to hire a coach, because it's a big commitment. When you hire a coach, you're ready to take some serious action for some massive transformation, but it requires doing the work. And yes, it's uncomfortable because I will challenge you to operate outside of your comfort zone. And of course, that's going to be uncomfortable because if it was comfortable, you would be already doing it. The realm that you live in right now is a realm of comfort and the stuff that you know. So to truly push yourself to grow and to transform, it requires the exertion of energy, and it requires operating outside of your realm of comfort. That's where the growth and the expansion happens. So I'm so glad you're here with me today. If you're hearing this message, it is no accident. There's a reason why our paths have crossed. The question is, what action are you going to take? What are you going to do about it? So that you are on your way to living your soul elevated life. I'll see you tomorrow.